able to move. God. Boom.
Actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away
I
from
can't
throwing
either.
the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the
Can't
top
call timeout
defenses
either.
in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On play action, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Allen off the play fake. Being chased out left. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jacobs able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. To throw for it is Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's taken down.
That was a good play.
Across the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones,
that's cool.
Find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 6-0 our score after 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Play action. Now it's Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Antonio Brown, an even 90 yards, and the Raiders add on to their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also show that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Ertz has it left side. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
Bro, I got beat bad my first game in this bitch, but it's not even over. It's a lot of time, bro. Down 3 touchdowns.
They'll try and throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? And this is caught right along
good
the
throw.
sideline. What a job of keeping the
Damn,
toes
Charles.
there. A big connection.
Oh, that was T.O.? Why the fuck he got 33?
Yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his left.
Oh, good shit.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Now Allen off the bootleg. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first. Under pressure, they got him again. Credit the sack to Von Miller. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Allen. Open man, this is Lewis. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line.
Damn, I don't give a fuck. That was a good-ass play.
Forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Ryan down around the goal line. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
What?
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. He's got room to run past the 20. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone.
Oh, I fucked up.
Zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Damn, B-Dog. Can't shit get thrown out there.
And take it to the locker room. They're in good good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good
Crazy thing is, he almost caught that shit.
And it'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
Field goal. All right.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short
I like
field.
the field goal.
Nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
A final shot before half for Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now Ryan on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Touchdown Raiders. Zach Ertz. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
What?
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty
How the
nicely
fuck
here,
did he
so
just
have it
toss
up to
it
the
back?
45-yard line.
That was crazy.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they... And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles
That's Charles Woodson against T.O. That I respect. I respect that. I respect that. I can't even argue with that.
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they corral just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That definitely should have been a
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down and goal. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before.
Von Miller is... all my first 7 picks was defense. That's why my offense sucks so bad. I should have picked offense.
A lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown.
Offensive rush yard.
And the first turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Oh, that was me.
Intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from Penn State, Micah Parsons.
Oh, man. Nobody's going to get him, huh?
30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2.
That's my boy, too. You should let me have him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Damn, that was a crazy-ass route. As soon as I seen him do that, I knew he fucked Von Miller up.
Let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And the Raiders have got him. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by
That nigga Von Miller having a good-ass game.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't
He really the only one doing something on defense. If it wasn't for him.
And when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score.
Bro, I promise you, I got beat way worse than this a couple games ago.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
Where?
And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Here's Ryan.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down.
That's Richard Sherman. I forgot I had that nigga on my team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find
Von Miller, that boy on everything.
And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. To throw, it's Allen.
Ooh.
Man with a crossing route.
I don't like that 33 for T.O.
10, 5, touchdown. A big play there.
Like 81 should always be his jersey number.
And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle.
How the fuck do I audible out this shit?
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you had your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low pop.
There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there.
That's Bo Jackson. That nigga's fast as hell.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final
Yeah.
seconds of this third quarter.
That was one of my legends. I picked Bo Jackson and Charles Woodson for my cornerback. Yeah. That's you was the one I was talking to. I'm like, bro, I'm surprised you ain't picked Brian Westbrook. He was like, I ain't even think of him. B. Dawkins, if you ain't get beat, honestly, whoever got the Falcons, they can get Asante Samuel because he played over there too. But I would have grabbed Asante. Yeah.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Or like Randall Cunningham, you could have did that for the QB.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he'll take this across.
Josh Allen good enough though. And he could run.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen.
Damn, what the fuck?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Allen.
What?
Dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold.
He should never tripped him like that. That was crazy.
If they were going to have a chance, it was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Quick slant to Brown. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6
What you say, bro?
points. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And that's caught at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's
how the fuck did he just...
this defense as they have been porous all game long. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
my God.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
I pressed that shit dumb early. I need a quarterback.
As they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To the air, Allen.
Oh my God, he killed him.
And look at that catch.
I seen that shit the whole time.
1st down. Well done. On 1st down, Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Get him.
And now look at this.
What?
Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down.
Well, I'm saying why you try to lateral it, bro? You had it.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling.
Yeah, you were gonna make it was big man versus big man. Nah, you had it, bro.
When that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, you're a goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Play action. It's Ryan. Zach Ertz has it complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's
you got time. You got time to get 2 touchdowns. For real. Got time. Oh.
It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Got Miles Garrett, Khalil Mack, Jadeveon Clowney.
On 3rd and long, it's
He got it.
Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is
I'm here.
downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Steps away. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are good. Yes, the line judge says they're in. Down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Just like that.
Oh, you good? I'm here. You said you got a 5th? Who the 4th?
Allen gonna throw. Rolling to his right. He's gonna let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds.
I'm finishing this league game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
My
goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Raiders are in great shape here.
I don't want to just keep pick 6 in it. Fuck. I know you making bad reads.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. On 3rd down, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game.
Why didn't he pick it?
The head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching.
Yeah.
Tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately,
not even a field goal. You could score.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup leads to 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And now here is another interception.
I mean, that was his man. I was a man defense, so I'll just.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but
I just followed him.
A spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And one of the whistles for
I was really just trying to get DeMarcus Lawrence the second. What the fuck? Who the fuck is D. Lawrence the second?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's